know how I feel. Sun in the sky. You know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. I'm here this evening to do the weekly reading, week of August 14th through to the 20th, the sign of Aries, the Ram. All right, so let's get into the shuffle. Let's ask for some messages that come forward, that need to come forward and be brought to the attention of any Aries that's viewing this reading, or anybody that's viewing on the behalf of an Aries in their life. Mercury's gone direct, guys. Boy, am I feeling it today, and it's only really the first full 24. Well, we're into day 2. It started on the 12th. I've had to do, and I have no patience for repetitiveness. Like when you're doing something, anything at all, and you have to do it 2 and 3 times before you get it. Doesn't matter. The most mundane little things, like trying to shuffle cards without dropping them. No, not really, but other things. It's been one of those days. It's been crazy. My patience has run thin. Now I'm just numb. I can't get angry anymore. I can't get peed off anymore. Please bring us messages for the sign of Aries. Whoa, there we go. Nice one. All right. The sooner the deal, then the shorter the video, right? The faster I can get it out to you guys. Very first card. At the beginning of your week. On the defense, 9 of Wands. Middle of the week. 8 of Pentacles. Achievement. Okay. And your mid-end weekend. Transformation, the card of death. All right. Let's see here. My drink. Here we go. Okay, I'm doing a marathon here. Readings back to back. I just did Pisces. If I slip and call you that, it's an absent-minded moment. This is for reading for Aries. 9 of Wands at the beginning of your week. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you might say. Okay, that overshadowing period. Some of you are feeling very defensive, and some of you are going to find yourself in a position where you're feeling that you need to defend yourself. This card finds you fully exerting yourself, feeling protective of your job. For some of you, your property as well. Or even for a few of you, defending your actions, something you've said or done prior. And I'm getting this a lot. And the same message comes forward, it's highlighted. And I hear somebody saying, you know, standing like this, the body language, really? Really? You don't like that? You didn't like that, eh? You know what? Newsflash. I stand behind what I did. If I had to go back and do it over again, if I had to go back and say that again, I would do it again. I was right then, and I feel I'm still right now, and I make no apologies for what I said or what I did. I stand behind what I did. So you need to have the courage of your own convictions, basically, was what's coming forward here. Some of you are holding on to something from the past at this time as well, and it's almost, I'm hearing for some of you, there's no need of it anymore. There's no need for you to be doing that, and you're still holding on to something from the past. For some of you, out of fear. And for some of you, it's out of habit. You know, even things that hurt us and disturb us and upset our lives, if we get in the habit of holding on to something, okay? I heard, here's what I'm hearing. Okay, somebody was really angry, you at them or them at you, all right, for a long time, and there was always this tone and this attitude. I'm seeing like a married couple, all right, or people living together, cohabitating, whatever you're sharing your lives. So there was some kind of a fallout, and what happened? You were mad at each other for a long, long time. The other half has softened up and gotten past it. You get into the habit of having this tone and this edge and this clip to your voice. Like anytime you had to acknowledge them, deal with them, talk to them in any way, there was just this clip there all the time. And you would drip with sarcasm. And you know what? You really deep down inside got over being angry like they did a long time ago, but you got into the habit of being, you don't even know you're doing it. And that's harmful to you and it's harmful to them. And it's just a habit you need to let go. Just stop and double check yourself. Am I really that way? It becomes a habit. So the advice of this card is going back to the beginning of the beginning of the reading of the card about protecting what is yours. The advice is to do that, protect what is yours, but free up your thinking and create some mental space for your future, so you're not running in one spot, drowning in anger all the time. Let that go so that you can look ahead. All right. Make a bucket list. Start making plans for your future. Keywords are determination, sacrifices, challenges, hard work for some. There'd be some self work going on yourself there, and that won't come easy. It never does. That sense of a feeling of protection, rigidity, and fear. And I just heard that somebody made a decision on the job. They did something on the job related to your work, and you're being called out on it. That's for somebody out there, and you're saying, I did the right thing. I went by policy. I went by company policy. What would you have me do? So I'm not going to apologize for what I did. It's somebody that's got a little bit of authority, like a supervisor or a manager, and you were just going by, the rule book, and now you're being called on it. Why did you do that? Well, because I could, and it's in the book that I could, so I did. And I feel sorry and say I'm sorry, but I can't, so I shan't. End of. And now you're feeling this feeling of protection. Oh boy, am I going to get canned? This kind of a thing. So that's that card. Okay. That's the beginning of your week. Your second card is the Eight of Pentacles and achievement. And I just heard the attitude that you put forth there, Aries. I do it again. I went by the rule book. This attitude could pay off well for you. It shows leadership skills. All right. So even out of the something uncomfortable and awkward, maybe not so pleasant, something good comes out of it. Okay. So with this card here, you're looking at achievement for some on the professional level, all right, or your field of your field of study. This card is also the card of the perfectionist, and the perfectionist usually is aware of one thing: that details can be important. You can go and you can shine up, a light switch, a wall plate, right? I see my friend do that once. I pull her sleeve down, nice brass wall plate, and we get fingerprinted and stuff. You can do all that, but somebody with OCD would get in there with a toothpick on the end of a piece of cotton and get into the grooves and stand back, and they see a work of art. It's art, almost. It's so beautiful. The perfectionist knows, and they see beyond the surface stuff, is what I'm saying. So that's what part of this card's all about. It's a metaphor for that. They take a lot of pride in their work as well. Their standards are very high, and this attitude is going to pay off in different branches of your life right now. finances are a little better off than they were from hard work. That's why, and commitment as well. For some of you, you may be writing exams. I'm thinking entry exams is what I'm thinking. That's just logical to me because we're going to be coming up in university schools. Everything's going to be open again because we're coming into the fall of the year in the western part of the world here. Some of you will be returning to for education as well. Like just normal things, advancing your skills. Maybe moms, kids are all in school from, they're gone from the house at 8 a.m., don't get home till 4 p.m. So mom says, I'm not sitting here all day doing nothing but housework and baking cookies. I'm no Stepford wife. I'm going to go out and get a job. And some of you, it's going to benefit your life financially in a lot of ways because it's been tight. If you're anything like me, you never let anybody else raise your kids. And that's nothing against moms at work. I'm not saying that. This is a very personal choice. But a lot of moms, you have the luxury. You don't have to work if you're living that kind of, there's a mom, there's a dad, 2.5 kids, whatever, right, as they say. So you've had the luxury of being, this is who I'm aiming this at, the luxury of staying home to raise your own children and not having a need to leave the house. And for those of you that chose to do that, I know I have no interest in working right now. I'm going to raise my children myself. A lot of us, I was like that and not comfortable. The modern day woman is very comfortable using childcare services, daycare services, in-house nannies, and all that stuff, and that's great. It's good for the kids too. There's a lot of plus things there. But these people that I'm referring to right now are people that have been, and now they're going, well, I'm not going to do that. It's not for me. We're all different. Somebody's be saying, yay, kids are gone, husband's gone, I got the house to myself all day, I don't have to go out and work, this is super. And other women would feel a little restless. We're all different, but that's who this is for. All right, it's aimed at the restless women. Say, I'm not going to sit home, and because they see it sitting home and being useless. Other people that don't have to work go, oh boy, I can find lots to do. So it depends on who you are. I just didn't want anybody taking me the wrong way there. I respect everybody and what works for them. But so you may be going and saying, what is it I'm interested in? What is it that do I want to do? And part of that could be education for a few of you. So that's all good there. And yeah, returning to get more education, take courses of interest, this kind of thing, broaden your horizons. Vice of the card, you have the ability to earn more by learning more. That's a given. It goes hand in hand. So those of you that are furthering your education, you'll raise your entry level pay. Just about anything you go in if you've got some skills under your belt and some training, right? Certifications, diplomas, and this kind of a thing. Wherever you focus your energy now, success will follow if you really get into the zone. Keywords are analysis and commitment, dedication, detail, work, money, education, and perfectionism. That just makes me giggle because I know people like that. We're taught myself perfectionism. Yeah, I know some people like that. Yeah, it's just their thing. It's the way they are. Death is the final card in this reading. It's transformation. So there's some changes. Oh, that's a mix between Diet 7-Up and lemonade that I made here at home. Boy, that's got some tang. It's not a death. It's never come up as the death card for me. Death is the ending of something. And it's also the most natural way. Metaphorically, the word death and what it means, the ending of, right? But what it does is, it can clear away confusion, for one thing, in the most natural way. And it can remove things that need to be taken. They've served their purpose, and there we go again, holding on to the past, right? Some things need to be removed, so the new will have space to come in and take its place. So that's part of what this card means. It means the ending of, it could be a relationship, or the ending of a job position, transforming and transferring into another title, new office, desk, lamp, view, coffee pot in the corner, newspaper every morning. You know, it could be this kind of thing. And before, you're out on the floor in the pool area with everybody else, right? With those dumb little cubicle things around you, and a desk that's just big enough to hold a keyboard, a telephone, you know, and a computer monitor, that kind of a setup, right? So you went from that to having almost a corner office where you have a view, right? So there's transformation going on big, because your whole class of life will just come up a notch big time, right? It just goes hand in hand with that. Also allow what will be in some cases, and you may find yourself arriving just late enough for something to have already taken place that you were supposed to be there to witness or be part of, and you were just late enough that it went from beginning to middle to end, and by the time you got there, it was too late. And some of you are going to be saying, well, what will be, right? It is what it is. It's too late now. But the card also says on top of that, to not resist change, to embrace it. Good, the bad, the ugly. For you at this time, you're to embrace it. All right? This looks like a heavy weekend. A lot of changes. There's going to be a lot of contemplating going on over the weekend as well. Keywords. I'm doing this every reading. I screw up one word. I could start my whole dictionary. B-bird. Keywords. A rebirth. All right? That's what I tried to say. Endings. Yes, that could mean relationships and lifestyles. Endings in a lot of different ways, but I'm not seeing any death. A release. A sense of relief as well. And conclusions. Things coming to an end in the most natural way possible. There's your reading. There's your reading, Aries. I hope that made sense to some of you anyway, resonate a little bit. I hope you got something from it, but I hope you enjoyed the reading overall. Also, where am I? It's getting late, and I'm doing back-to-back readings here, and I'm trying to remember what comes next, guys. You tell me, you watch it all the time. What do I say next? Thank you to all subscribers. Thank you for sharing your videos. I do see the background software, and I do see a lot of you share the videos. Thank you. That's a really big compliment. Share it everywhere. Also, see, I must begin. I think I'm going to shut her. I am too. Out goes the candles. I'm going to shut her down for the night. Enough's enough for one night. Start getting burned out. I can't do a good reading. I have to really work at it. It shouldn't ever be work. It should just come, as it always does for me, very naturally. So, for those of you that haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. In the tarot community on YouTube, all general readings are free. It's when you want something personal that it changes. But and also subscriptions are free, and you can leave anytime you like. Thank you to all subscribers. You guys, numbers keep going. They never do this. They just keep climbing. Thank you so much for that. Also, thank you to the YouTube subscribers that are taking part, and they're blazing a trail into the Facebook group, Bay of Funny Fortunes on Facebook. That is a closed private group. We are like-minded individuals. We are walking the same path in life, and we walk together in there. It's like we're on me. So it's a great place. It's enlightening. If you're looking for somebody to share that experience with and to learn more, that's the place for you to be. You don't have to take part. If you want to just, you know, as they call, sandbag and just kind of hang off on the other fringes and watch what's going on, as long as you're absorbing and you're picking things up and you're learning as you go, that's the most important thing of all. You don't have to say anything or take part. So you can always find us there on Facebook, here on YouTube, on Google, on Blogspot, and on Twitter as well. It matters not where you watch, as long as you're comfortable wherever you are. Also, if you want a specific reading and a private reading just for you, look below in the Show More section. Please read through there once. Grab the email at the bottom that you see for me there. I use that for everything. Shoot me off an email, title it reading, and I'll get you set up within 24 to 48 hours is my time frame. So I think that's about it for now. If you're ever looking for me, you can always find me here at Bay of Funny Fortunes, or walking on the beach at the water's edge down below here, that hold the highest, mightiest tides on the planet, the beautiful, bountiful Bay Be a fun day. And I'm always keeping one eye on the tides, whether they're coming in or out, but I'll tell you the truth, I'm a high tide junkie. Therefore, you can always catch me waiting on the next high tide. Have a great week, Aries. See you for now.